practice KYC. Okay, which we have mentioned before, but we'll revisit it because it's probably one of the biggest risk reduction tools.
It technically makes you unscammable, basically. And also...
because you can always prove all the money that came into your account was for a valid trade.
Hi guys, welcome back to Quick Trader. Really appreciate the support you guys have been showing us. I mean, we're above 1,000 followers on all of our socials. Looking for 10 on TikTok, so it means the world. Really appreciating it. We can see all your comments and things. Please guys, any questions you have, go ahead, comment on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all the socials. We are watching.
Last video we spoke about ongoing education, right? How to staying informed. Yeah. So if you're subscribed to Quick Trader, you're pretty much getting most of the info already, but maybe there's a cryptocurrency that you're specifically following. Stay connected to Binance.com, Crypto.com, because they give lots of news articles pertaining to specific cryptocurrencies. So you can really get an abundance of info just by following our page and getting news articles from Binance and Crypto.com. So today we want to talk about risk mitigation strategies. Okay, so there's an argument, you can make the argument that trading is all about risk management. All right. In fact, a lot of the things we've been teaching you is how to be aware of certain things, which is again risk mitigation or risk management rather. One of the big things we've mentioned already about how to reduce risk is having a good reputation, because scammers are less likely to try to scam you if they click on your profile and they're like, oh, this guy has done a whole bunch of trades. They know it's not gonna, their tricks aren't really gonna work. So a good mitigation strategy within your control is to just improve your account. So like we said, when people complete trades, don't just, oh, I got my money and leave. Try to get positive feedback, right? These sort of things, although you're not directly mitigating risk, you're indirectly mitigating it greatly. So I think it's a strong strategy personally.
100%. And another thing that I do is I start with the smaller trades, because I build up the volume 100%. On my profile. Then they can see I've completed X amount of trades. They're not going to go for someone who's established. They're going to go for people who are learning.
I mean, technically, what helps your account more, right? Like a 5,000 Rand trade or 10 500 Rand trades, right? You do a 5,000 Rand trade, okay, cool, nice profit, 300 Rand profit, or whatever the profit might be on that, depending on your percentage. It's one trade, one completed trade. Only feedback from one person on that trade, right? You do 10 500 Rand trades, like Luke is saying, you start small. You do, instead of focusing on trying to put in a lot of capital and do one big trade, you put in your capital and you do a whole lot of small little trades with profit. You can even end up earning more, because the smaller the trade, the higher you can make your percentage, right? So if you do 10 trades of 500 Rand with a higher rate, you can actually end up making more money, end up with 10 reviews on your account, 10 trading partners. So these sorts of things can help mitigate risk. But let's look at what things directly mitigate risk with traders. And a big thing with that is to practice KYC. Okay, which we have mentioned before, but we'll revisit it because it's probably one of the biggest mitigation reduction tools, right? Risk reduction tools.
It technically makes you unscammable, basically. And also...
because you can always prove all the money that came into your account was for a valid trade,
and
right?
Paper trail following it. You can see what account it came from, where it went to.
Exactly.
Everything's traceable.
This is why we say that practice KYC, set your offer terms before you even make your offer public. Set your terms. Don't set the terms in the chat. Set the terms prior to the offer so that people considering trading with you at least feel informed about what your terms and your offers are. Again, another way to mitigate risk is that I think that certain behavioral techniques or habits are not just one thing, right? Like bettering your account could also be a risk mitigation strategy.
Yes.
But looking into direct mitigate, like not trading with specific people or looking out for specific things with regards to managing risk. Luca mentioned starting small.
Another one's like vetting your counterparty.
100%. So risk mitigation, we've spoken a lot about what to do leading up to the trade, okay? But how to mitigate risk or reduce risk within the trade.
Yeah. I mean, like, for example, now somebody's opened a trade with you. You look at their trading profile, you've seen they've got like 5 blocks. They've done a total of 30 trades.
Immediately, no.
5 people of the 30 people have blocked. Maybe you can even account like 10 people who just never bothered.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So, like Luke is saying, look at the profile. That's a big risk mitigation strategy. You just look at how many trades they've done. You can even look at the volume someone's done, right? If all they've done is 500 Rand trades, now they're opening a trade with you for 50,000 Rand.
Something's fishy.
Me, if I was your mentor, I would tell you not to do that trade because if you're looking at their past trades, the only confidence you can have is in like maybe a 500 Rand trade they've done or a 300 Rand trade they're opening with you or whatever, because you can see what their volume is. If the trade they're opening with you doesn't make sense, raise those eyebrows, man. 100%.
What's that saying? If it's too good to be true, probably.
Yeah. If there's a canary, there's most likely a fire, right? I think that if there's a smoke,
I'm
if there's we'll get it. We'll work this out, guys. If there's smoke, there's a fire, right? If there's a bird,
it flies away. I don't know.
Terrible, horrible.
Listen, I think important step as well to have, especially in your strategy, would be looking if the profiles are verified as well.
Yes,
you need to
important.
On no one specifically. There's 2 verification levels to it. So it's an ID verification and a cell phone number verification. So what the platform does is they perform their due diligence on that customer and they say, okay, is this phone number verified under the same name as what the ID you've given, right? So that basically just shows you that, okay, this is the person that's sending to me. This is the platform's got its tick next to their names. So this is a correct way of starting.
Yeah, but you got to remember there will be traders that operate without that KYC, for example.
That's
they won't
a big red flag.
I don't trade. Don't trade with those guys.
That's where you go back to the fact of be nice and just say, hey, look, unfortunately, my bank account's not available for these types of trades. Are you able to do a cash send, or are you able to, just switch it over? Be nice, be kind, so you don't get that negative feedback. But also catch them out like this.
That's what I was. So the platform where you're trading in, they will do their due diligences in the forms of asking people to give those documents, but they don't necessarily need to trade. It's up to you to
100%.
Scope that profile out and then make the decision.
We can't do that for you, unfortunately. But what you can do, and I think we're at the end of our risk mitigation section now. But you've got mentors. You've got these guys. How many times have you guys done a trade with someone? It's caused problems. And if you had just had a conversation
with somebody else,
with someone, hey guys, is this trader fine? I think they're okay. Their profile looks good except for this one thing. You don't know. Your friend might have traded with him and it's caused an issue on their account. So communicate with guys. If you're unsure, talk. That's why you've got a mentor. That's why Quick Trader exists. That's why our platform exists. That's why we're putting content out. That's why we're streaming. That's why we're round the clock. We're available to you guys. It's so that if you were to trade and you're not sure about something, even if you're not sure about someone, there's a good chance one of us have traded with them before. So the peer-to-peer marketplace, the community it's smaller than you think. So always just ask questions, especially if like you're paying privately for a mentor. You're paying like a private rate to have access to a mentor.
There's no stupid questions when it comes to this industry.
I had my own mentor and I bothered him with questions every day.
As you should. As you should.
So, and that's the reason why I'm okay now.
Educate yourself, guys. 100%. It's important.
All right. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning into Quick Trader. We had an awesome time with you guys today. We had an awesome time with each other, just sharing with you guys about how to educate yourself, how to protect yourself, and how to mitigate risk. So if you like today's video, please like it, subscribe, share the video with friends and family.
Click the bell icon, please.
Click that bell icon.
So you can be notified of our next uploads.
Exactly. And this is all educational. So you'd want to be a part of the series. So definitely, like Keenan's saying, click that bell icon so you can literally be following with everyone. It will be like we're in this big classroom. Yeah. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Be blessed. Goodbye.
Cheers, guys.